So I just bought a pair of real Airpods Pros second generation a couple weeks ago, since I heard good things about them after they came out. And I've been using them for a couple weeks and decided that this would be a good time to also compare them to fake ones, as I've just started seeing them pop up online. So a pair of fake ones just came in the mail, and here you can see them on the left is the fake and the real is on the right. So I've already opened the real ones and been using them, but as you can see, the fake ones haven't been opened yet. They still have these seals on them. So I'll go through the process of opening this today and comparing the differences that I find between the fake and the real ones. So we can just start right here with the box, and we can see if anything feels different on the box. So as I rub my finger above the embossed AirPods logo, everything actually feels exactly the same. So shockingly, this is a very good fake box. So now let's look at the labeling at the bottom. So the first thing you may notice is that the fake pair has a different model number on the top left of the right sticker than the real one. So I actually looked this up online. There's no issue here. I just quickly Googled it, and you'll see that the fake AirPods just have the model number for the Hong Kong version, and the real AirPods have the model number for the American version, so this is fine. So next you see the text on the left sticker of both boxes is really different. They're missing a lot of words on the fake one. And then lastly, we'll just check the serial numbers on Google. So I'm on Apple's website now, and I'm going to check the fake serial number first. L9TV2P6RC7. And you see it says that it's a serial number for a product that's been replaced. So that's interesting. This actually means that it's a real serial number, but whoever had these AirPods ended up getting their product replaced. So we'll just check the real ones I have, which are mine. I've never replaced them. And you see this one is perfectly fine. So the serial number can be a little different. Next, let's look at the sides of the boxes. Apple logo looks fine. Oh, and wow, the AirPods Pro text looks really different on the fake ones than the real ones. The fake ones look way skinnier. As you can see, the gray is less dark versus kind of a darker gray. The text is just really far off. So then last, let's look at the back of these two boxes where you can compare the different fonts. I think the text is actually almost the same. The issue is same thing as above, where the font is a little worse and not as accurate on the fake box as the real box. And I'll try to focus in on the text here, so if you're holding up your box, you can see which one it looks closer to. And then now let's go get the fake box opened up so we can compare the two AirPods. So you see that the real AirPod's already opened, and here I am trying to open up the fake box. And the first thing we'll look at that is at the top of the box is the Designed by Apple in California packet of user manuals and sometimes stickers. You can see the font is wrong again. I think that's Arial font on the fake box, while the real box has the Apple font. So take a closer look, hold it up for what you have as well. Hopefully you have the font that looks like the one on the right. But if you take a look at what's inside, we'll just compare if these are the same. So I'll just try to flip through these a little quicker, see if anything looks weird on the user manuals of the fake one. But so far there's 4 different packets. The font actually looks right on all of these, surprisingly, so not sure why they got it wrong on the other pieces, but everything looks good there. So let's take a look at the real ones. The paper is a little different, actually. The front paper is a lot thicker as opposed to like a thin glossy paper, and then the rest of the papers in the back are a different type of material, while the fake box is the same thing. So now getting to the actual AirPods. So this is the real one. I've already opened it, so that's why there's no plastic wrap on it. But you see a big difference between the second gen and the first gen is that they added this lanyard hook on the right side. So at first glance, that's how you can tell the difference between the first and second gen. But this fake pair that I bought actually already has it. So these fake manufacturers are working very quickly to make these, so definitely beware. And as I'm just holding it, it actually feels really similar to the real pair. So they've done a really good job, but I think if we hold them side by side, we can get a good sense of what's exactly different. So first, these lights. The gray dot is a little more pale on the fake pair, and the real pair is a little more dark. And when you open it up, the light is actually way brighter on the real pair. It's kind of glowing versus the fake pair on the left is just a normal green and not really glowing. Next, we can look at the little font they have in the upper left and upper right corners of the cases, which is actually a little different, but they should have the serial number printed. I think that's like the battery life and the model number. And I think the symbols are a little different because it's the Hong Kong version versus the US version, so that's not something you should really compare with my video, but you should look to make sure the serial number matches the box, which it does, so this fake pair has done a good job of doing that. So next, let's look at the back of these two cases. They both say, designed by Apple in California, assembled in China. Both look fine. And then the buttons, both are the exactly same size in the same spot. And they both have pretty flush clasps, but I would say the left one actually sounds a little different than the right one. So the real one does give a little different sound when you flick it. And then the buttons, as I press them, they both feel basically the same. So then looking at the side, the new lanyard hook, which is new for the second gen AirPods, they're actually made of different material. So the real ones are made of this metal. You can see it looks a little shiny. And the fake ones have this plastic, which you can tell isn't as shiny and just looks a little cheaper on the left and the right. So that's something to look out for. And then something else that's new is the dots on the bottom, which are speakers, which we'll get to in a second. And then let's just get to the other pieces that are in the box, the accessories. So quick, I'll just pull this out. Oh, and actually, this paper piece that's holding it is made of different material. This is thick paper on the real one and a thin plastic on the fake one. And you can see that even the ridges look different from the back and the size of the hole is different. So that's one other method. And then they both come with this charger, a USB-C to lightning cable. This fake one looks pretty good, looks just like an Apple charger. And then the real one looks exactly the same, actually. And then lastly are the earbuds. Oh, and they're all just falling out. So they come with replacement earbuds, and something seems wrong with this fake one. Yeah, so everything just fell right out. I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to be. But your AirPods should come with 3 extra sets of different sizes, and here you can see the fake ones do come with them, but they're just all falling out. So let me go check the real ones and see what that looks like. And this little holding case is actually, the paper is already way nicer on the real pair as well. But as I open this up, you'll see that I've already been using them, so I've swapped out the medium or the what says small with what I've been using. But these actually all stay in place, and interestingly, if you take them out, you see there's a little groove cut out, so you can pop these in and out. And clearly the fake pair didn't go through all the intricacies of cutting those little grooves out. So if you just go straight to the accessories and you get one of these flat backs where there's no groove to hold those extra earbuds in, then that's definitely fake. So you can see that there's a little cutout where you can pop these in and out. So if I open the real pair and take out a pair of earbuds, you'll see that I can actually just pull the tip off the top and it comes off very easily. And then here's where I'd replace a different size on it. So these should be able to pop easily on and off. And I'm gonna grab the fake pair here in a second too to see if I can do the same thing. But something feels weird about those extra tips just falling right out the case. So here I've got the fake pair. I'm gonna take out the left bud as well. And I'm trying to pull off the tip. But actually, it actually won't come off. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to pull any harder, but I don't want to break them since these are brand new and I want to record this video, but I'm pulling pretty hard and these are not coming off, so there's clearly a problem. So next, my favorite foolproof way of figuring out which AirPods you have is just weighing them. So if I weigh the real box with everything inside of it, it's 244 grams or 8.6 ounces. And this includes the AirPods inside and also the stickers and the manuals and the charger. So I take the fake one, it's way lighter. It's only 184 grams or 6.5 ounces, which might just be because the box they used is cheaper paper or because there's some plastic inside instead of the thicker paper. But once again, 8.6 ounces, which is 244 grams. So that one's heavier. Now I just open everything up and I just want to weigh the AirPods cases and the AirPods in case you don't have the box. So starting with the fake AirPods case, which includes the AirPods inside, it weighs a total of 67 grams. And then let's take the real ones, put it on top as well. The real ones weigh a little less, 61 grams. And then I'm just going to take the AirPods out of the case and weigh them individually. So these are the fake ones. They weigh 8 grams in total, 4 grams each. And so that means with the case just by itself, it's 58 grams. And then let's take the real ones and see what they weigh. So the real AirPods, they actually weigh a little more. They're 10 grams instead of 8, just with the AirPods themselves, which means the case must just be way lighter. Yeah, so the case is 50 grams. And so I don't want to imply what this means, but maybe Apple was able to fit better hardware into the real AirPod buds because they weigh a little more, or they're able to fit bigger batteries in there, but obviously I don't know. So let's compare the actual AirPod buds. So we got the fake pair on the left and the real ones on the right. These are both the left pair. And so the fake ones look pretty good. They actually look exactly the same as the real ones. The font is a little different. The L is a little taller on the real pair and the L is a little shorter, but that's really hard to tell. They both have a little bit of text underneath, and you can actually see that it looks like the two pieces of the AirPods are not as flush on the fake pair, while the real pair looks like it's manufactured pretty well flush. And then looking at the other aspects of the two buds, I can't really find any other differences. They look pretty good. The mesh grill on the back both look almost the same. The mesh grill on the top both look almost the same. And I think the ear canals look the same as well. So I would not recommend trying to look at just the bud themselves to figure out if yours are fake or real. And then quickly looking at the right pair, I think things are exactly the same as well. They look really good. Can't find any noticeable differences at first glance. And maybe we'll just look at the font. And if you look at the R, this is the real pair, and the fake pair. The font is a little thicker maybe. The R's look slightly different, but that's still a really hard way to tell. And same situation on the bottoms, both have some text over here as well. So next, let's actually try to start using them. So first, we've got the real pair, connecting them to my iPhone, holding the button on the back, and here we go. AirPods Pro are connected, and you can hear a sound actually, which is part of the new features from the speaker. And the old AirPods Pros don't have the speaker on the bottom. Okay, so I'm connected to these new ones, offering me the Apple Music trial. And then now let's try connecting to the fake ones. So I'm holding them up next to the iPhone. Feels like it's taking a little longer to connect, but here we go. Got the same pop-up, same hold button to connect process. And here we go, trying to connect. Seems like it's a little slower as well than the real ones. But here we go. Everything connected, no problem. Same customize menu. And then click continue. And same thing, offering me a trial for Apple Music. So let's see what happens when I connect to them and put them in my ear, and I'll tell you how they sound. So here I've renamed them, so now it's called fake AirPods Pros. These are the fake ones. I'm trying to connect. It's being a little slow. Okay, finally connected. And I'm on the noise canceling mode. I'm playing some music. Noise canceling sounds not so bad. Things actually don't sound so bad. But I would say the noise canceling and the off sound almost the same. The transparency definitely works. I can hear a lot more outside noises, my snapping when on the transparency mode. I'll do the AirPods fit test in case this is a feature that they didn't build and it's broken. But nope, I'm hearing everything and it sounds good. So I'm just gonna have the left stem and right stem control the noise control in Siri and see if these buttons work. So if I try to use the right stem on the fake AirPods, nice, it activated Siri, so that worked. And then let me just confirm that the left stem works as well for the noise control. And yep, now it's flipping between noise control, transparency, and off. So this is working as well. So let's just test the real pair to confirm everything that works and doesn't work, but As you know, since they're real, every single feature should work the same way the fake ones did. And I've named these the real AirPod Pros, so you can tell as well. And as I just go through all the features, I have hearing the exact same audio for the AirPods ear tip test, so that's working. And I'll just speed up through every other one of the tests because these are real and they should all work. So looks like Siri's good, and so is the noise control. So next, let's test the Find My feature, as they built a new feature in for the AirPods Pro 2nd Gen. So these are the fake ones I'm trying to find right now, where it should be able to play a sound. And right now I'm not hearing any sounds, and I'm even seeing this pop-up that says the sound is pending, and giving it a few seconds, still don't hear anything. So maybe the sound feature doesn't work on the fake ones, but this should work on the real ones. So let me just try now on the real AirPods, which I gotta scroll and find, and here I hit play sound, and yeah, you see flashing lights and immediately hear the sound on the real AirPods. These are the new features that are built in, and clearly the fake manufacturers did not build in these new features yet, especially the sound on the bottom. There's also another feature where you can find how close it is to you, find how close your AirPods are to you. So you can see here that you're able to see how many feet away the AirPods are, and the phone vibrates and tells you how close you are to it. So this is clearly working on the real pair, and this is what the fake pair should have, but I think your fake pair will not have this feature yet. So if I go back to the Find My app for the fake AirPods, when I click on it, there's no button to even let me choose the Find My feature. It just opens up the old map feature, which is not right. Okay, so for the last test, we're going to compare the quality of the microphone on the fake and the real AirPods. So right now you're hearing the audio through the iPhone. So once I put on the AirPods, I'll start recording voice notes and we can compare how it sounds. So I'm connected to the real AirPods now. And now I'm starting to record a recording on the real AirPods. We'll see how this sounds afterwards. And now I'm going to switch over to the fake AirPods. So now we're recording the microphone on the fake AirPods, and we'll see how this sounds afterwards and compare it if it sounds the same or worse quality than the real AirPods. And now I'm just voicing over afterwards, but that actually sounded a lot worse than the real AirPods. So in summary, this was a very in-depth video, but there's a lot of different ways you can tell if your AirPod Pro 2nd Gen are fake. You can tell by the weight of your boxes, you can tell by the paper that was used inside the box, you can tell by the extra AirPod bud accessories if they have a notch in them, or you can check if the lanyard hole is made of plastic or made of metal, or you could check to see if your AirPods case has a speaker to make any sounds, or if in the Find My app you have the ability to do the tracking from a few feet away, or you can just listen to the audio quality and where you'll hear that the fake one sounds pretty good, but not as perfect as the real ones. Or you can test the microphone where you can hear that the fake ones sound a lot worse than the real microphones. Hopefully this was helpful in helping you figure out if your AirPods are fake or real, and if it was, please give me a like and a subscribe.